Mzansi, Nik Rabinowitz.
I'm Hezron Louw.
Welcome back to Tyres and Braaiers. Tonight it's chicken and choris, flames and followers, beetles and bacon.
Bacon? How does your rabbi feel about the bacon, Nik?
Not good, Hez.
Today we meet Bernard and his 1967 Beetle. He'll be taking us skiing in Benoni.
It snows in Benoni?
No, water skiing, Nik, because we all know how much I love the water.
So much, Hez. After that, we visit a classic car museum where the cars are so old, many of them have arthritis.
The finale is an elusively successful beer chicken braai at the Old Ben's Football Club.
Hez, why did the chicken fall over when it was crossing the road?
I don't know.
Because it was drunk from the beer.
How's it? I'm Bernard Stander, originally from Cape Town, moved up to Joburg. I'm just an air-cooled hooligan. My daily drive is a 1967 Beetle. Her name is Daisy. Originally bought for my son to restore, but we decided to rat the car and just make it look different and the way my son wanted the car to look. He decorated the inside. We had the engine done. It's about 1800cc now. And suspension is dropped. She might look beaten up and looks like she's not roadworthy or anything at all, but brakes, suspension, engine, everything on the car is 100% done by professional guys. And obviously I drive her every day, so if anything goes wrong, it gets fixed up straight away. The rust look on the bonnet comes from a car that was standing in the bush for about 40 years. The rear decklet that's also rusted and looks burnt comes from a car that burnt out. Basically the rest of the car is as it was, except for a couple of stickers here and there, and obviously then the widened wheels at the back and dropped suspension. Normal cars I don't like driving because there's no wow factor there.
Here we are in Benoni, Nik.
Yes.
Lovely day, beautiful weather.
It is beautiful. Do you know that the people here call it the city of lakes? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Because no one else does. It's so well known for its lakes. When people greet each other here,
Yeah?
they say, "Hoe lekker." That sounds like a Beetle.
Whoa, our ride's here, man. 50 Shades of Rust.
Bernard, how is it? Nik, Hezron.
Hi, Bernard. I'm a bit nervous because it says 50 Shades of Rust in there.
No, don't worry about that.
Can we get a ride?
Yeah, come in.
Go, go.
Because it would be awkward if we couldn't.
I think the vehicle is an expression of Bernard. It's who he is, you know? If he could look like that, he would look like that. But in a way, he sort of does look like that, with a bit of rust on his beard.
His 1967 Type 1 VW Beetle it's a magnificent, it's a specimen.
Why all the drawings? Who came up with the idea for all this writing? And
That's my lighty.
What is his name?
His name is Johnny.
how old is it?
He's 11 years old yesterday. When I gave him the car, he said to me, "So Daddy, it's my car now." I said to him, "Yes, it's your car." And then he asked me, "Can he draw inside the car?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead, draw."
It's got this, it looks like a sangoma stick with beads and skulls and all sorts of things. No one's ever going to steal that car. They're going to look in there, see the punga, see the knuckle dusters, see the graffiti, see all the gear stick. They're going to see that gear stick and think, yeah, I can't muti up. Muti, no. Let's just take the gusheshe there.
The gear shift itself,
It's basically, what is it? A skull?
it was an ashtray that I broke the bottom part of and filled it with resin and then put a steel rod into it. And the steel rod obviously connects to the gear lever.
Next up, we go skiing. Nik tries to drown me again, but this time in Benoni.
Are we here at Ski World now?
Here we are.
So we arrived at Ski World and we met Nigel and Vessel.
Come to ski.
We came to get a little wet.
Wow, let's get you in the water then.
taught us the 3 rules of water skiing. As beginners, firstly, rule number 1, don't fall on your face. Rule number 2, keep your knees as close to your chest as possible, which is a problem if you have man boobs. And rule number 3, keep your arms straight.
Skiing requires immense upper body strength, immense lower body strength, and inner core strength, none of which I possess.
Water felt a little bit cold, skis felt a little bit clumsy, finally got some alignment going and remembered to bend the knees and straighten the arms and puff out the chest and tuck in your tailbone and raise your chin. And I forget rule number 17.
It was beautiful watching Nik ski. I was quite impressed, actually, that he got up on his first go. My ski session involved about 15 liters of water, which I swallowed. So the first one, I almost drowned. The second one, I drank 4 more liters of water, fell again. The third time, I sort of got up. I got my bum sort of out of the water. I was up there, I had my knees bent. I heard the driver screaming, "Hezron, stand up! Hezron, stand up!" And Nik was cheering, "Come on!" And I was thinking, "Oh!" And then as I stood up, and I got the confidence, and yes! And then I waved prematurely and I crashed. But eventually I got the hang of it. It's a beautiful lake. You got the highway right next to it, which sort of makes you, it encourages you while you're skiing. So because we're in Benoni and we're only in Benoni, I decided to go big. So I made a waffle and bacon sandwich. I deboned chicken thighs, put some special chicken spice on it, put some paprika on it, rubbed some mayonnaise on it, and then put it in flour and deep fried it. I then added some bacon to the frying pan and fried that as well. Once the bacon was golden brown and the chicken was cooked right through, I took that out of the frying pan, and then I took a pre-made waffle and cut that in half. Put the chicken thighs onto it, put the bacon over the top, added loads of maple syrup, added loads of sriracha sauce, capped it with the other half of the waffle, stuck a skewer through it so it can stick together, and to cap things off, I dusted some icing sugar all over the meal. After all that skiing, I needed something just to bring me back to myself again.
Bernie,
Yes.
we missed you out there on the water, man. Did you
Oh,
miss
you know
us?
what? I wanted to see you guys fall. Eh?
How's it,
we
gents?
fell.
Okay.
This is the putt course.
Okay.
You
Nik.
heard about the putt course?
I heard
Bacon
about
free?
it, yes. Now I see it.
There you go, my brother.
Thank you. That
That's
looks
a bacon-free chicken and waffle sandwich, brother.
Amazing.
that looks awesome, man.
Of course, Nik didn't have bacon. Rabbi Green, Nik is behaving. It's a big sandwich. You just flip it over, crunch the thing down, and just stick it in your mouth.
This is very good, Hez. What do you
man.
call it again?
It's chicken and waffles.
Dude, this is very nice, eh?
Thank you.
Where are we going next?
I think we're gonna go to a museum.
Oh, fantastic. More wedding.
Yes. It's a car museum, by the way.
How did you meet Daisy?
Well, that's a long story, but in short, what happened is I saw this car every day and I thought, you know, let me speak to the owner. Eventually found out it was an old lady. She said to me, she's not selling the car. I gave her my number. I said to her, please phone me if you do change your mind one day. And she said, no, she will. So about a year later, she phoned me, said to me, she's got the car for sale. Can I come and have a look at it nicely? So I went to look at it, made her an offer, and she said no, she's not selling it for that. She then put it in the newspaper. A couple of people came to look at it. They offered her even less. So eventually she phoned me back again after about 6 months, and then she said to me, the car's for sale, I must come and take it. I did go there. I gave her the money that she asked for eventually. Then she gave me half of the money back and said, it's fine, I don't have to worry. She saw the car about 6 months ago. I went to show her. She absolutely loves it. She says she couldn't have done a better job herself.
She's damn right about that.
Yeah, she's very, very happy.
The Volkswagen Beetle, 23 million of them made. 23 million. Just an incredible amount of cars.
Bernard brought us to this private vehicle collection. It's an amazing museum to walk through. It's a testament to what South Africans can do when they put their money to it.
How's it, man?
How's it, bud?
Sean, Tyler, Hezron, and Nik.
How's it, bud?
Hi, Sean.
How's it?
Hello, Sean.
How many cars?
Well, I've got 30 cars here, and I've got another 30 plus minus at the yard where I build them. I've actually got a vintage restoring place that I build for myself. I don't build for anybody else.
Sean Tyler's private museum is very impressive. About 70 cars, thousands of little model toy cars.
Your number one car, your favorite, the one you would.
Can you choose
not
between your
part
kids?
I can't. And I tell you why. You've got a tow truck outside, which is totally different to a normal car. I love my soft tops, but you can't get a lot of soft tops. So your panel vans, there's all differences. So I've got a favorite panel van, I've got a favorite tow truck, and then I've got my Austin little Morris, split window. Only one that I know about. I mean, the split window little pickup. And then my 30 Ford Model A, which it's at the back here, soft top. It's a passion. You've got to have a passion for this, to do this. This is crazy stuff, but this is a little bit of a sickness, don't you think?
I know you said you didn't want to point out any particular vehicle, but I understand that that Razor over there is a very rare Razor. It comes with a factory-fitted sunroof. Tell us about that car.
That came from a friend, and that is a rare piece. It's flippin' rare. It's not the normal shape. You can see it's got the unit fenders, and obviously the fitted top. And it came from a friend of mine, and that's where I got it. There's a story for everything here.
No, I mean it's extraordinary what you've created here, and Barry, as a car lover, how does this make you feel stepping into this museum?
Well, it's like a kid in a candy store or in a big toy store. There's something of everything. Obviously, the Razor is my favorite car because Eraser, because I like air-cooled cars. The petrol pumps are also beautiful.
Prams, I've got pedal cars. Everything relates to transport.
Why do you have a pram?
Well, it's wheels, bud. Everything has wheels. I'm a wheels man.
That's the first wheels we all had when we were
And
like
you
this.
travelled in that.
I'll give you a high five to that one.
Sean, thank you for the privilege to see this incredible museum. In the same way that Egypt recently tried to get a lot of the treasures back from the British Museum, we hope the Western Cape Transport Museum doesn't come and try to attach your property. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
This is awesome.
Thanks
and
a lot.
keep doing it, keep doing it. Keep
Yeah, I will.
collecting things. Vanna dropped us off in his 67 Beetle. It was fantastic, you know, driving in that car with Bernard, and the drop-off was just such an emotional moment, you know. I felt like I was being ripped from happiness and joy, and such a cool car, and such a cool guy. Oh yeah, here we go. Braai time. It all had to end because it was now time to braai. Arriving at Old Ben's was very cool. It was like excitement and all these people here to braai together, and it was just the atmosphere within itself was fantastic. It was almost electric, you know, like when you're in a soccer stadium. These were soccer fans coming to cheer on Ian and Daniel. Yeah, it was very exciting. I got excited. I just wanted to see what these guys were going to do because they promised chicken, beer chicken, which I've never seen successfully executed, ever.
And we were met by our Braaiers, Daniel and Ian, father-son combination. Daniel wrote his dad in, entered his dad. His dad didn't know about it till 2 weeks ago. I wanted to showcase what an awesome dad he has. It's a beautiful thing to see that kind of relationship between father and son. They clearly love each other. I'm not sure they would express that necessarily. I know when I told my dad I loved him when I was 23 for the first time, I said, "Dad, I love you." And he said, "I'm just gonna go mow the lawn."
Ian,
Yes, sir.
so you have brought us to your chicken.
Yes.
Walk us through your beer chicken recipe.
All right, what you first need to do is you first got to open your beer and have a good couple of chugs out of it so we can
How
get
far
it down. Sort of 3/4 of the way down.
3/4 of it.
There we go.
Your friend Dave says you're never seen without a beer
Never.
in your hand.
Well, seldom.
Is that about right?
Yeah, maybe a bit much, but that'll work.
Okay.
Now I'm going to take the rim off the top,
Okay.
and then you just start spicing your beer. Sometimes it does.
So what is that? Garlic?
This is garlic, yeah.
1 teaspoon of crushed garlic.
So I'll just put anything I like in here. But it varies on the taste of the chicken. There's no set recipe that I use. So that's a surprise every time we do it.
I think Hezron was a bit concerned because he said, "No, there's not a lot of technique here. They're just basically popping a beer up a chicken's bum, and that's it. Just a bit of massage." But it was actually, you could see the technique with the massage. Actually, you could see this man has got healing touch, healing studied Swedish massage or something like that. And hij voel lekker gevreef.
This is the breaststroke.
It's getting out of control.
And then they stuck the can up there and just pop it on the Weber.
I did for the guys a orange monkey cocktail. Now, this cocktail was inspired by just the beautifulness of Benoni, you know, the orangeness of the sunset. So I thought I'd do something amazing. I just seen a rainbow. You know, a rainbow popped up after all this beautiful rain. But what's important in this drink is the actual orange rind that you put inside the drink. So you cut off the end of the orange, then you cut the longest twirly you ever made in your life. Then you take a pair of scissors and you just trim it so it looks a bit neat and pretty. And you put that into the glass first with ice so that it sort of makes a perfect spiral and the ice holds the spiral in place. A shot of Cointreau, a double shot of vodka, topped up with ginger ale, a slice of orange, 2 to 3 shakes of bitters, and some mint, just to get that lovely smell.
Well, the weather's cleared a bit. We're outside with Old Ben's football coach, Dave, and his cohorts. I'm here with Jane and Murray and Veronica. And Coach Dave, are you ready for a cocktail?
Always ready for cocktail. Eh?
Here's
How's
Hezron.
it, guys? I magically appear out of everywhere. There you go, guys.
Hezron sounds kind of Scottish, doesn't it? Hezron from the Hebrides.
You're getting there, eh? You're getting
Cheers,
there.
cheers, cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers to Old Ben's. Old Ben's.
Old Ben's.
Forever! Brothers are still
You see, there's quite an intense rivalry between Old Ben's and Northerns. There is. How far back does this date, Coach Dave?
Old Ben's is the oldest club in the league. Northern's a little bit behind us, you know? A little bit behind us in a lot of ways, you know?
The young lady who was sitting with us is actually the captain of the ladies soccer team here today. So I was quite honored to make a drink for the captain of the ladies soccer team here at Old Ben's. I'm very open-minded and I'm willing to try something at least once. So we had the butterfly fillet steak with liver pate and mustard. I let them semi-butterfly the thing, put it on the grill with liver pate and some Dijon mustard and some salt and olive oil rubbed into it.
Chicken just literally fell off the bone. As they lifted the lid on the drunken chicken, I actually saw from afar, it was so drunk, it literally just fell over.
You know, Ian, this chicken is some of the best chicken I've ever consumed in my whole life.
Hezron, I'm so happy to hear that. I really am. And it's not that special.
No, it's absolutely special. Taking a can of beer, filling it with spices, inserting it into a chicken surgically. You know, it's
Without any foreplay. No chatting the chicken
No
up, nothing.
lubricants, no nothing.
the chicken skin is crispy, the meat falls off the bone. Gee whiz, I'm blown away. Thank you for showing us your father.
No problem at all.
He's definitely worth sharing.
What's special about today and this braai is this father and son relationship is a beautiful thing.
Stunning.
That you wanted to showcase your dad's beautiful character on the show, his amazing cooking, and that you only told him like a week or two ago. So you only had 14 days to really to feel nervous.
That he did, eh?
And what's more, this club has got such a great family atmosphere. Such great people involved. Coach Dave over here, who came out from Scotland, has been coaching at this club for 89 years.
Are you serious?
Seems longer.
Are you serious?
And you can tell why it's such an inspirational place to grow up, play football, be in a family environment, and so we thank you for including us in that. And it's a bonus. The food's been awesome, but really thank you for your generosity and your hospitality. And we have a small gift.
Oh, wow.
It is actually small, you're right. But we'd like to say thank you for welcoming us into your club.
Well, thank you for
And
coming.
showing us
Thank you so much for
Happy
coming.
come back.
and showing us how to treat the chicken.
Without foreplay.
Dignity.
Thank you guys.
Thank
You
you
guys
so
are
much,
fantastic.
Ezra.
I'll give you guys a round of
Thank you
Go,
so much.
Benz, go! What do you shout here?
Well done, Freddie. Well done, Freddie.
Huck!
That's awesome.